A very good afternoon across the world. This is Dr. Liva Mutebejani, the board member of the Clevenard International TV, the voice of the diaspora and indigenous people. Today, we have a special guest in the studio who will be addressing us on strengthening Asia-Africa-Europe economic cooperation, trade development, and global business partnership. Is none other than MJ, as he preferred to be called like that, and he is addressing us as the Director General of Asia Africa Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Mr. MJ, may I welcome you in the Clevenard TV International and allow you to introduce yourself to more than 40 countries. 1.6 million viewers are listening to you. Welcome on the Clevenard International
Thank
TV.
you.
The platform is all yours.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's an honor to be here, and I thank you on behalf of the whole global AACCI family as well for not only inviting me here, but curating a platform which AACCI has been thinking and trying to work since a long time. Because as the name depicts, it's Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So we have been working instrumental for 102 countries, that is Asia and Africa. But yes, I still believe that something has been always missing, and that was the Western region, that is the European market, to complete a complete triangle to create a win-win situation. So first of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me on this beautiful platform. As allowed, let me start with a small introduction of myself. My name is MJ Puri. I am the Director General with Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industries. And as the name depicts, yes, we operate for Asia and Africa. Our major focus and vision is to support MSMEs for cross-border supports, startups, innovation, technology, policy advocacies, government guidance. We have been instrumental in a lot of government policy supporters as well. With the blessings of God and like-minded professionals, yes, AACCI is currently having chapter offices in, if I start from the Asian belt, we have offices. India is where my global secretariat is based at. Apart from India, in the Asian belt, we have chapter offices like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, South Korea, Japan, Philippines, and our upcoming chapter office very soon is going to be Thailand and Singapore. If I start about the African belt, we have chapter offices starting from Mauritius, Madagascar, Kenya, Ethiopia, Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and we'll be coming up with chapter offices in Congo, that is DRC, as well as South Africa as well, which I'm sure you'll be very happy to know.
Of course, I'm waiting for you.
Thank you. So these are a couple of chapter offices that we have, and with the vision to grow global, we also have chapter offices in countries like Jamaica, Georgia, and Florida as well. And very soon we are also coming up with Mexico and United Kingdom as well. So this is what is the basic structure of AACCI, and we have been instrumental in supporting the MSMEs at large. So that is a small iteration of AACCI. So
thank you very much, Mr. MJ. Mr. MJ is addressing us, like he indicated, from India. In today's interconnected global economy, say, how important is collaboration between Asia, Africa, and European countries in promoting sustainable economic growth and international stability? Yes.
So if you ask me honestly, this triangle creates one of the most powerful ecosystem ever. Because when you talk about Asia, Asia brings in expertise, technologies. When we talk about Africa, Africa is a hub of natural resources, mines, a complete area of development and promotions to be done. And when we talk about the European market, Europe brings in excellence, it brings in funds, it brings in an added value. So when such a nice triangle is created, indefinitely we can create a win-win situation for all of them. Say, for example, when you talk about Asia, Asia has very strong hold in manufacturing capabilities, maybe technology innovations, supply chain strengths. When you talk about the African belt, critical minerals, agriculture potentiality. Most important, what I was looking at some of the statistics a couple of days back, the African continent now is ready with around 1.6 billion youth to enter as a workforce, which itself means that the continent is rich enough in order to come up as the next emerging market with one of the biggest consumer market as well. So looking at these areas, I believe this triangle actually works a lot. I mean, this is the need of the hour, if you ask me, honestly.
Thank you very much. You are talking about the tripartite, just to refresh the listeners. The tripartite here refers to the three continents: the Asia, which brings technology, Europe brings finance, and Africa is rich with mineral resources. Hence the tripartite.
Correct.
The collaboration.
Yes.
Now, Mr. MJ, what major opportunities currently exist for trade, investment, and business partnership between Asia, Africa, and Europe?
So to be honest, I mean, the opportunities are endless. Starting from a pin to plane, everything is needed. Everything can be upgraded to come up to the next level. But if I talk about some key industries to start with, I mean, like, this is my understanding and my thinking. I could be right, I could be wrong, but this is what I believe. In order for any country or any continent to grow, the backbone of any country is the agriculture segment. So agriculture has a lot of value, lot of areas to grow yet in African region, which could be added with latest technologies in the field of agriculture. A lot of innovations have now come up that could add more value. Secondly, what I really look for is renewable energies. We can also call it as green energies, which has a very vital role, great scopes. And of course, as we are now leading towards 2030 goals, I mean, including the USDGs, and everybody is eyeing upon 2030, I believe with the help of technology and AI equally has a huge scope in specific with the African market. African market is very well ready to absorb it, adopt it, and only looking for, wiser, stronger hands for the hand holding. So I believe these are some areas which can be focused upon, which can bring greater value, and which are the need of the hour.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Now, how can Chamber of Commerce such as AACCI help to facilitate stronger cooperation between governments, private sector institutions, entrepreneurs, and also international investors across these regions?
Okay, look, let me tell you something which reminds me of a very nice line. Government create policies and chambers create possibilities. So
government policy, chambers, possibilities.
Correct. So any trader who is looking forward to improvise, upgrade, upscale, or go cross-border sales will be definitely looking for a trusted partner, would be looking for an institutional support, wherein ACCI, I believe, stands very strong with the kind of influence and the network currently present between the Asian and the African market since 2018, when ACCI was born. But ACCI can work as one of the best trade facilitator. ACCI is already into taking cross-border trade delegations. As a chamber association, can any trader, any MSME who is looking forward for enhancing the business cross borders can also access to the current ACCI network, which is already existing. If I am not wrong, ACCI currently holds around 35,000 members on the board. So already the next
members.
Right, sir. So already the nexus is created. correct? The only thing left for an MSME is just to onboard ACCI. ACCI will be more than happy to support. So that is a kind of a global networking ecosystem which has already been established. We are still working to grow day by day. Maybe by 2027, we are looking at around 1.5 lakh members, right? Because we also have other institutional partners. So this is how ACCI can be instrumental, can be used to create this win-win situation platform for all the 3 continents.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, and other viewers who just joined us, we are with Mr. M.J. Puri, Asia Africa Chamber of Commerce and Industry Director General. He's addressing us from India. I'm Dr. Levi Mutebejane, one of the board members of Clevenard International TV, addressing you from African continent in South Africa. The town is Pretoria. Now, my noble sir, with special respect you deserve, which sectors do you believe over the greatest potential for trilateral cooperation between Asia, Africa, and Europe, particularly in areas such as technology, agriculture, manufacturing, renewable energy, tourism, and also infrastructure?
So I believe every sector has their own requirements and have their own importance. When we talk about agriculture, it is about doing value addition to the agriculture sector. There is a huge scope for the African farmers now, and it's a time to upgrade themselves from the traditional farming patterns to the modern civilization of modern technology farming. So there is a huge amending scope. When we talk about FMCG, food and beverages and other industries, I believe it's not only they're not only limited to exporting raw materials, but now the value addition has come into the place, which is also having a great scope. AI is playing a very vital role because technology and AI are able to bring in fintech, they're able to bring in digitalization. Currencies have also taken a wide scope. Manufacturing and supply chain are always an important part, which are already connected to the infrastructure development. There are a lot of potential areas in Africa where specially economic zones are being developed, which offer special trade treaties along with the Europe and the Asian countries. The best part, which I believe, which has recently come in, which has given the new face to the whole African continent, is the Africa Free Trade Law, which supports, facilitates every investor, which supports every business entrepreneur, and Africa is opening the warm welcome hands for each and every industry they are looking at. From traditional infrastructure to smart infrastructure is the new way in Africa. I mean, like looking at the industry today, maybe it would go like $94 trillion by 2040. That's what the figure states. So there's a huge scope in Africa. And I believe this is the right time. I mean, that's what I believe very strongly.
Thank you very much for that response, sir. Mr. MJ, Europe continues to play a significant role in global trade and investment. Now, how can stronger partnership between European countries actually, and emerging Asian and African economies create mutual benefit?
Sir, as I addressed before, collaboration is tomorrow's currency, I believe, because
collaboration is tomorrow's currency.
Correct. Because nowadays, that era has gone away where you used to have a monopoly market. You know, you were the only king in the market, or there was no competitor. Then came the era of being competitions. People used to compete with each other. The prices used to fall in. The quality used to go off. Now, when we are standing in 2026, this is the era of collaborations.
This is the era of collaboration, partnership, teamwork, working together.
Yes. Recently, I was addressing somewhere and I had given a nice slogan which people appreciated. I would like to share the same.
Yeah.
It's like, say, for example, if you have a coin and I have a coin, if we exchange that coin, we have one coin each. But if you have an idea, I have an idea, and if we exchange, we have two ideas each. So this is the power of collaboration.
This is the power of collaboration. I like that.
Correct.
Yeah, that is illustration. It's far more, it's important that collaboration is the future currency. Now, Mr. MJ, Africa is one of the world's fastest growing regions. How can Asia and Europe investors contribute to Africa's industrial development, innovation, economic transformation?
Doctor, if you really ask me, frankly speaking, I have been speaking to a lot of head of states in Africa where we recently visit Africa. And to be very honest, they are so welcoming. The government policies have changed. Most of the African nations now have a stable governance. The government has a lot of youth, highly qualified ministers now who are ready, who are okay for having a public-private partnerships as well. There are a lot of projects available open with the kind of digitalization that we see recently in African continent. Everything can be procured. It's a very transparent lobby as of date. So recently, if I talk about ACCI was instrumental in procuring around 500 megawatt of solar project in Zambia, where the PPA was signed for 25 years, correct? So governments are very much available, supportive for such kind of arrangements, public-private partnerships at large. Special purpose vehicle agreements have been now, we can see a lot of special purpose vehicles being signed. So there is a lot of potentiality, there are no hindrance. In fact, most of the African nations' embassies that we see around the world, especially if I talk about India, I deal with them in regular day in, day out. They are so humble, so transparent, they are so supportive, correct? And we could see a huge era of investment possibility. So I would really request through this medium of yours, whoever is looking for these kind of partnerships, if you need support, ACCI will be more than happy to support you, to guide you and and do the matchmaking, even with the ministry professionals and the private sector as well. So this is what ACCI can very well be instrumental and used for.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. MJ, in your own opinion, what role does economic diplomacy play in strengthening international relations and building long-term global business partnership?
So I mean, trade follows trust, and investment follows confidence. I mean, this is what we see. If I am not confident with you, doctor, I would never do a business with you. I would never invest in you. So now that confidence is very well seen in terms of economic diplomacy there in the African continent. And again, business relations are always more strengthened. When you talk about Asian countries, a lot of Asian countries have been playing a very vital role so far in the African continent. Starting, I mean, you can name it, like, I mean, name India, China, Japan, even Bangladesh to an extent, Sri Lanka. So there have been a lot of mutual collaborations which has already been existing since last so many decades. With the new government coming in, with the youth involving themselves in the government, with the market getting open, with the economic stabilities coming in, with the stable governance happening around that we see in the African nations, now, yes, it is a time we should not wait. Those who have been waiting, sitting back at home, looking at the areas or looking for opportunities, I think you should take the first initiative, step in, meet the ministers, write to them, and I'm sure you'll be replied positively for the same.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. MJ, Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industries promotes international networking, business collaboration. Could you share some of the organization's key achievements and initiatives in connecting business across the continent? The tripartite relationship and collaboration you have emphasized.
Okay. Thank you for asking me this question, because I can answer you these questions connecting to all the answers I've given before.
Yes.
Okay. Say, for example, when we talk about the footprint of ACCI in the Asian and African continent, I've already said ACCI has been present in more than 19 plus countries as chapter offices. So that's a vital footprint of ACCI benchmarking, penetration. So either it's Asia or Africa, we are present from north to south, east to west for both the continents. Apart from this, the team strength, the kind of trust the MSMEs have been showing us globally, we got already around 35,000 members. So that's already a global network nexus that's already existing.
Yes.
When I talk about collaborations, let me also give you one more example. ACCI has been collaborating with more than 40 plus MOU partners across the globe.
Across the globe?
Yes, sir. Say, for example, any and every country's National Chamber of Commerce is now collaborating with ACCI for extended support and for a mutual support vice versa. So, for example, you go to Kenya, then Kenya National Chamber of Commerce is already a partner of ACCI. You go to Ethiopia, Ethiopian Chamber of Commerce is a MOU partner with ACCI. You go down to Sri Lanka, Colombo Chamber of Commerce is a partner of ACCI. Like this, we got 40 MOU partners from all different countries. It means whenever anybody is a part of ACCI and looking forward to get into another nexus, the collaboration supports. Our members are warmly welcomed by those Chamber of Commerces, and their members are very welcome, supported by the ACCI Global Network Nexus. This is the power of collaborations, what ACCI has been able to do. Out of the basket, in terms of utilizing the technology of today, ACCI now has developed an ACCI web application, which means all the 35,000 members are in one single pool. Today, if doctor from South Africa is looking forward to import sugar, all he has to do is just type in a message that, hi, I'm from South Africa, I'm looking to import 5,000 metric ton of sugar. Can anybody help? Maybe somebody from India, maybe somebody from Sri Lanka, or maybe from Brazil, or Florida, or Georgia, or Mexico, ACCI family member can look into it and revert. Hi, doctor, my name is MJ. I have this quality available at this rate. Would you be interested? The communication starts.
Yes.
This is the power of the technology which has been utilized. I believe none other chamber is utilizing this as on date. But yes, ACCI has already been implemented this, and it's going with great success. So this is something about ACCI which I can portray right away.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. MJ is addressing us as the Managing Director of Asia Africa Chamber of Commerce and Industries. He is talking to us from India. We are live on Clevenard International TV. Our key head office studio is in Spain, and I'm in African continent, South Africa. The town is Pretoria. With your extensive background, Mr. MJ, in strategy planning and business development, what practical steps should organizations take to remain competitive in a rapidly evolving global economy?
So if you ask me honestly, as technology is a blessing in disguise, it can also sometimes be deceptive. lot of scammers are also available in the market, which I would warn the investors or the MSMEs to keep a close eye on. That is how the need of due diligence is one of the most strong area one should go in for. Apart from this, institutional partners are a must these days, which can accurately guide you. Diplomacy connection is foremost required, because most of the nations have now diplomats in almost every country. They are, they are the house from the own government, so they are the piece of right kind of advisors. And now I believe with the help of technology, communication, no place in the world is too far. So instead of just relying on internet or on Google, or should go ahead to the right place, take the right information, understand the right kind of requirement, keeping the quality in mind and with the competitive rates. I believe there is abundant powerhouse requirement everywhere.
Yeah.
Every country itself is one of the biggest consumer markets. India, with one of the world's largest population on day today, is again emerging as world's biggest consumer market. Africa is world's biggest consumer market as well. So when we talk about there's abundant requirement for anything and everything. So I believe one should get in their papers correct, quality intent, understand the market, and try to penetrate that market with the right kind of approach, a positive mindset to support, not exploiting. That's what I would say.
Yes. Oh, thank you very much, my noble sir. Youth entrepreneurship and skills development remain critical globally. How can Asia, Africa, and Europe work together to create more opportunities for young entrepreneurs and professionals?
My dear sir, I mean, it's not me who's saying this, but I think this has been told years back, maybe decades back, or maybe ages back. Youth is always the backbone of any country's economy. I mean, they are tomorrow's future.
They are tomorrow's future. Fully agree.
Right? So Africa itself holds, I mean, like the statistics states that Africa holds around 1.2 billion youth awaiting opportunities, standing and ready to foot in and trying to make their careers. They are enthusiastic, they are positive headed, they are ready to learn the new skill sets, correct? I mean, it's already, the market is already there. When you talk about skill sets, I have seen a lot of skill development programs happening now there, not only in the colleges and the universities, but even private institutions have taken that initiative of developing the specific skill development programs. I was visiting one of the SEZs. I mean, I cannot name it because I'm not their marketing executive. But, while visiting one of the special economic zones in Africa, I was very much happy to see that the special economic zone. So anybody who is looking for a specific skill set of employment, they only have to inform the administrative system in the SEZ, and those guys will not be only helping in procuring, but also training them, and then the employment happens. So just imagine an employer gets a ready-made, well-trained employee.
Yes, yes.
So, I mean, this is only possible with the youth. So the youth there is aggressive. They're ready with all know-hows and with a positive mindset, which is the most need of the hour. So anybody who is looking forward, specifically when you talk about Africa, this is the need of the hour. When you talk about India, of course, youth is to a great extent. The seniors are there as an expertise areas. European market, of course, there's a huge of expertise, international know-hows is available, which can also add value to the skill sets currently they are available in the African market. So I think, as I said earlier, I mean, it is the need of the hour that these three continents combine and create a history.
Thank you. Just to refresh the memory of the viewers who just joined us now, we are in conversation with Mr. MJ. He's addressing us from India, and I'm Dr. Levi. I'm talking to you from African continent in South Africa. The next question, sir, with special respect you deserve, is digital transformation continues to reshape global commerce. How can cross-continental partnership support in innovation and digital trade, and also technology exchange?
So look, I mean, if you look at the global e-commerce market today, it stands around $6 trillion. I mean, itself it's huge. With the growing era in terms of technology and expertise areas, AI exchanges, blockchain systems, fintechs, cybersecurity operations, you talk about digital trade corridors. Like, I mean, technology and digital transformation is the need of the hour. I mean, it's like if you are not digitally upgraded, I believe you are not living in the current era. And when we talk about how digital transformation makes a difference, I believe borders are physical, but digital economies are global. That's how we can put it in one liner, right? So digital economy is something which can bring the whole globe as happening, and it still needs to be upgraded day by day. So digital transformation, the European market together.
Oh, thank you very much. We are talking to Mr. MJ, the Director General, Asia Africa Chamber of Commerce and Industries. Sir, what are some of the key challenges currently affecting international trade cooperation between Asia, Africa, and Europe?
Well, there are a couple of many, to be very honest, which are a hindrance. The African nations are trying to work hard on it. The Asian market is trying to work hard on it. Even the European market is trying to support on the hindrances. Looking at the current trade barriers, I believe some of them are a mixed regulatory complexes, because most of the people look Africa as one country, but it's technically a continent which is made up of 54 countries. And all these 54 countries have different regulatory complexes. So looking at those areas, trying to understand each and every is also one challenge. Financial access is a hindrance to a great extent, I would say. Lack of forex in most of the African nations for international trade is, yes, a hindrance. Looking for a trusted partner, because when you're trying to enter a new market, looking to, finding a right kind of partner for you, again, is a big time challenge, which is not that easy for anybody to trust. So these are a couple of challenges which are available in the market. If you ask me about the solutions for the same, I guess it would be like, yes, an institutional partner supporting is one of the most, which can try to eradicate the trust factor, which is the biggest hindrance. It can help you to find the right partner which you are looking at. Digital transformations can definitely take place, and having an institutional partner, it can also help you to extend inward cross-border sales as well, which can limit to your forex concerns to a great extent. So there are a couple of ways to deal with this, but yes, a strong hand-holding, someone who is aware, who has the knowledge, and can support in terms of top-bottom approach would be or should be the right approach for an individual if he's looking forward to explore the market.
All right. Lovely and profound, straight to the point. How can
Thank you.
How important are culture exchange, communication, people-to-people connection in building trust and successful international business relationships?
Okay. Brother, you're from South Africa. I'm from India.
Yes. Yes.
If I don't respect you, I cannot assume that you will respect me back. If I don't share a smile with you, how would you share a smile with me? You know, cultural exchange is phenomenal together. Today, I mean, it's only when how would I able to respect you? I am only able to respect you if I'm able to respect your culture, and vice versa. So
And
when
vice versa.
when the cultural exchanges start, people from different communities, people from different countries come together, come close. They have a bonding, right? And this bonding finally leads to successful trade transmissions, economic growth, and the most important aspect to be considered in today's era.
This is very, very, very important. If I don't respect you, how do I assume that you will respect me? We come together from different cultures. We must respect that. We are talking to Mr. MJ Puri, Asia Africa Chamber of Commerce and Industries Director General. Sir, finally, what message would you like to share with governments, investors, Chamber of Commerce, entrepreneurs, and the global diaspora regarding the future of Asia-Africa-Europe economic cooperation?
Well, I would like to sum up this in just 2 lines. The first is Asia contributes innovation, Africa contributes to opportunity, and Europe contributes to excellence. Together, they make a triangle of great success. And the future belongs to those who collaborate. As I just said, collaboration is tomorrow's currency.
Yes.
So that is how things can work from man to man. Thank you.
We have come to the end of our interview. Those who want to see and collaborate and work hand in hand with Mr. MJ Puri, please, you are also cordially invited, and we encourage you to come to Spain at the Clevenard, where he will also be honored to receive a prestigious award and be one of the keynote speakers. I'm quoting him now. He said, if you have one coin, I have one coin, we exchange the coin, you still have one coin. But if you have one idea, I have one idea, we exchange the ideas. At the end of the day, we have 2 ideas. This means the power of collaboration is the future currency. Thank you very much, Mr. MJ, for taking your time and efforts to come and share with the 3 continents and viewers across the 40 countries, 1.6 to 1.9 million viewers. We have come to the end of the show. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Same here, brother. God bless you.
In Spain. I thank you.